The XFX Speedster SWFT 7700 XT is arguably the best mid-range graphics card for most people. XFX is a name that isn't synonymous with bigger brands such as Asus, Gigabyte, or MSI, but they've been making reliable Radeon graphics cards for a while now. The 7700 XT is already a fantastic graphics card, and XFX has given it a premium facelift with its Speedster variant. Previously, XFX did not make a Swift 210 version of the RX 6700 XT. They instead created Swift 309 and Quick 319 variants for the previous generation. The Swift 210 core was instead reserved for the RX 6600 and 6600 XT, making those cards the direct predecessors of the 7700 XT we're looking at today. The design language here is very similar, with an XFX and Radeon logo right at the front. The full metal backplate ditches those gigantic ventilation cutouts and instead uses a perforated back for more distributed airflow. The new 7700 XT version now requires two 8-pin power connectors instead of the single ones seen in the previous generation. Of course, more power translates to more performance in this situation. It's worth saying that this XFX card is a very sleek-looking GPU. While there's no RGB lighting here, the all-black appearance is slick, and the perforated full-metal backplate looks fantastic. This card boasts some curves that lean from the front towards the fans, giving it a bit of a rounded appearance. Unlike other third-party GPUs, this one doesn't come with a factory overclock, so it boasts a 2544 MHz boost clock, 12GB of GDDR6 memory, and a 192-bit bus. XFX recommends at least a 550-watt power supply to properly operate this video card. As for performance, this XFX card fares well with the likes of the 4060 Ti and other 7700 XT variants. In games like God of War, Cyberpunk, and The Last of Us Part 1, it delivers a stable 60 FPS at 1440p with ultra settings. Turning the settings down or enabling AMD FSR, Fidelity Super Resolution, an upscaling technique, will net you even more performance. For competitive titles such as Fortnite, Valorant, and even Marvel Rivals, you can easily max out your high refresh rate monitors and expect a frame rate well beyond 144 FPS with the right settings. The XFX card maintains all this performance without much noticeable fan noise. Speaking of which, the card has very respectable thermal performance. It only runs a bit hotter than high-tier variants like the XFX Quick 309 and Sapphire Nitro Plus, and that's to be expected from a dual-slot and dual-fan graphics card. Still, temperatures rarely exceed 75 degrees Celsius, and it never gets noisy enough to bother you. It's worth noting that this card doesn't overclock well, though, mainly because the dual-fan configuration limits the thermal headroom. In terms of competition, the ASRock Challenger OC and Gigabyte Gaming OC are close competitors. The Gigabyte is particularly so because of its triple-fan design. However, the XFX variant is cheaper and it runs quieter than both of those cards. Since it delivers around the same performance, it's a no-brainer pick. In short, the XFX Swift 7700 XT is a great card to get started with 1440p gaming. Temperatures are respectable, fan noise is minimal, and the performance is fantastic for the price. To sum up, what I like is the sleek appearance, the respectable thermal performance, the compact dual-slot design with two fans, and the great performance at 1440p. On the downside, limited overclocking potential. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can check prices in the description below. And if you're interested in more PC building suggestions and hardware reviews, be sure to check out more of my videos. Before you go, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to stay updated, and let me know your opinion and suggestions in the comments. See you in the next one.